Oh, bing! Google's live. We're live. It is the Martin Fowler Scrum. It is a Friday. We have Brent and Lara and Stamatios and myself, Sam. Brent, let's start with you since you were first in. How are things going?
Yeah, good, thank you. I've spent, about half an hour or so far today familiarising myself with the DOM on the local support homes page, and how it changes when we interact with the map. The goal being that I'm hopefully then going to prove that I can test the changes with. I'm going to do it in Selenium first because that's what I know best. And then I'm going to work with Fernando to hopefully convert those into the Cucumber tests.
All right.
I've got a session actually scheduled this afternoon with Fernando. Now, whether we get far enough to, to finish it today, I doubt, but we'll hopefully make some progress.
Great. Yes, that's excellent. So is there nothing blocking you? All set up? I was just going to mention that I am doing a lot of the cucumbery stuff, and so do feel free to reach out for help when and if you need it. I know you guys are very independent and you like to work your things out first, which is fantastic. But help is always just a slack away. The other thing to mention is do check out the other existing cucumber tests that use Capybara and so on, that in the local support code base for inspiration if you need it.
Yep, that's the plan, and appreciate that. Thank you.
Excellent. Let's go on to Stamatios. Hey, Stamatios, how are things going with you?
Hey, everyone. Everything's going well so far. So what I did was actually I looked at the pivotal tracker and I was looking in the backlog. I wanted to grab the first item that I saw, which was the opportunities map scenario not running its expectations. However, when I tried to mark that under my name, I don't know if I have access or whatnot, but if I hit start, it looks like I only have view.
You only have view privileges. Yes. So if you give me your email, I don't know if you've necessarily created a pivotal tracker account in the past, but if you give me your email address that you either used or just one that you want used, then I can add you to that. I noticed that the opportunities map scenario not running expectations, I think Fernando had actually already started that, and it is now completed. Okay. And that I think underlines not for you, but for people generally, absolutely. You're doing exactly the right thing, Stamatios, which is as soon as you're about to work on something, click start on there to let people know that you're interested in it. Mention it in the channel. Yeah, so Stamatios, what I will say, the backlog, there are important things there if we want to find a different thing.
Sure, most definitely.
Yeah. Anyway, but I can certainly get you that there's a block. Anything else blocking you apart from that inability to interact with the pivotal tracker?
There was nothing else at the moment. I mean, since I did look at the task, I was examining it. I did want to talk to Fernando about it because from what I examined, it. I mean, when I had ran the cucumber test, it looked like everything was running fine. So
right.
I was confused exactly what was the issue.
Right, and I think the issue there was that it was running. I think that it was the issue there was that the test was a vacuous test and it wasn't testing the right thing. And this is one of the dangerous things with tests is you can have lots you write tests until they're coming out your ears, but if they're not testing the right thing, and so there's kind of a false security there. But what the thing to do would be to better understand it. Well, obviously talking to Fernando is great, but and this is the other thing that ideally in the ideal world, the pull request that went through, I'll just share my screen here, that would be associated with the tickets there, but it's not because the process of connecting them is slightly esoteric and people often have not done that. But yeah, okay, I think that's those things there. I'll maybe just use Stamatios. I don't know if anybody else. I'm hearing a really weird feedback when you're on air there. Then Stamatios, if you want to grab some headphones. Let's go on to, we can look at this some more afterwards. Let's just go on to Lara. How are things going with you, Lara?
Yeah, good, thanks. I went for an amazing interview this morning.
Oh, good.
Really hoping I get it. I've then just been researching more on website one, add user ID. I see on GitHub that it's throwing a phaser a phrasing error, unexpected token. That is my blocker. I'm not quite understanding why
Interesting.
it's doing that.
Okay, well, we can certainly have a look at that. Yes, let's take that to the end of the scrum. What I'm going to do there for Stomatios is I'm just posting in the pull request, which is the one that Fernando actually made these changes to fix the test so that it was testing the right thing. So if you're interested in understanding it better, you can sort of post facto check that out there. What we'll also do to wrap up the scrum is do me. It's what was it, Thursday. We had the local support meeting yesterday, which went quite well. I think we coordinated, and yeah, I got a new task in that allows people to sort of clear out the caches, and that's, I think, is that now? Yeah, merged into develop. I think I've updated the documentation as well, so I'm quite pleased with that. Then it's been the morning. Oh, go on.
Interrupt you. I'm sorry. I need to run. I forgot that I need to take a call now.
Okay.
I'll get back to you just now.
All right. I'll contact you on Slack to help you with your issue.
Yeah.
When you.
Thank you.
Yep. No problem. No problem, Laura. Bye for now.
Bye.
Continuing my updates. Yeah. So this morning I was working more on the website one. What's it called? It's called the multiple repositories for AV projects ticket, and I think yeah, that's kind of getting to a state where we might actually be able to push it out. And I created the migration the data migration that would convert things. So yeah, they're not blocked there. I then spent the last hour on this private Electron project where, I'm doing this beautiful refactoring, but the Electron system for some reason I'm kind of blocked, or at least extraordinarily slowed down by the fact that when there are errors in this Electron JavaScript code, it doesn't seem to cause I've got like a developer console up. It doesn't seem to like throw an error. It just sort of ignores it and moves on. And I can only find the errors by like very carefully putting console log statements all the way through. And anyway, so that's my private pain. Thank you. So that's our scrum. Then I guess I just mentioned things that are coming up. What is it, Friday? So we have the Agile Ventures community meeting and the website one meetings later on today. They've like swapped in an attempt to allow different people to be in different meetings, and just I think we'll just end up confusing ourselves. But that's about the size of it. Let's go then. If that's our scrum finished. So Stomatios, did you text me the email that you would like to have added to the pivotal tracker?
I didn't do it yet, but I was going to do it after the scrum meeting. I
Okay.
can do it right now if you like.
Yeah. I think we've done the scrum. Everybody's checked in. So let's let's do that right now and make sure in the scrum itself that you've definitely got access. There's always a danger if it goes offline, then I do the wrong email or what have you. Yes. While Stomatios is doing that, I'll say, Brent, on the subject of JavaScript testing, as a part of doing this website one feature that I was working on this week, it involved adding some JavaScript and also a gem and various things. And at one point, it was all working like I could manually update the forms, but it was just not working in the tests. And I actually managed to hook up this remote debugger that basically will give you a Chrome developer console for the running headless browser. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Which headless browser was you using?
Well, I'm just using Capybara, Poltergeist, Phantom.js. That's the stack that I think we've got on.
Right.
We've got on website one, and I'm fairly sure we've got on local support as well. And I'd previously, I think 6 months ago, I tried to get it working and couldn't, and I found the trick now. So I was actually able to go in and, ironically, unlike the Electron, where the Chrome browser doesn't seem to show me errors at all, I was able to see the JavaScript errors of the headless browser that was running the acceptance test for website one.
Right, okay. Because I think as of version 60 of Chrome, you can now use that headless.
Chrome itself?
Yeah, Chrome itself.
That's interesting.
You can definitely use it with Selenium because I've tried it. Whether you can use it with some of the other tools, I don't know.
Right. Although that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the. I mean, that's particularly interesting, given that. I mean, in the background here, I think Stamatius is saying that his Hangout has crashed. He's coming back in. I've got his email. What's particularly interesting there is the error that I actually found this week in amongst all of that was that while a particular ES6 thing would work happily for the real browser, for the Phantom.js and what have you, it wouldn't work at all.
Yeah, well, Phantom.js is no longer supported. It's end of life. They're not going to update it anymore.
Yes. Okay.
Which is why I think that the headless version for Chrome has
become available.
Yeah.
That is very, very interesting indeed, because I mean, it may be that we need to switch over these projects to use headless Chrome instead of Phantom.js. I mean, because although I was able to like for the Phantom.js say, okay, I can't use this ES6 thing, and I could back out to the previous ES5. Ultimately, we want to be able to use ES6 stuff, and we want to be able to acceptance test it. So,
yeah, absolutely.
I'm very glad that I mentioned that to you to hear about Phantom.js getting to the end of its life. In the background, there's Stamatius. Yeah, I think so. You had a viewer. What's really annoying about this is it kind of allows you to sign up. It used to be that I could hand out a link to people, which would let them get into the project, and now I can't. And anyway, you should now have the ability to start individual elements on the pivotal tracker. Is your cool? Did you want to just? I've got a moment now. We're post Scrum, as it were, after party, so to speak. Do you want, given that the opportunities map scenario not running as expectations is kind of completed? Did you want to chat about what else you might like to work on?
I would assume, I haven't looked at the rest of the tasks yet, but I would probably just scroll through and probably just take the first task on the top of the list. You know, no matter whatever the difficulty is. If I can't do it myself, then I'll probably just ask for help, of course. But
that sounds like a great strategy. Yeah, fantastic strategy, and help very much available. The thing on the top of the list is this one we voted on in the local support meeting yesterday. It's actually it's sort of a station keeping. It's about cleaning up our test runs so that there's not so much craft, and that's the kind of thing that actually could, it speeds up everybody's workflow. So if you want to have a look at that, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right. I think that's our Scrum. Another Scrum later today, or maybe see you guys in some of the different meetings. I think I forgot to mention, we've got the React mob is, of course, coming up in 45 minutes. So that too. All right.
Thanks. See you later.
Thanks, guys. Bye for now.
Cheers.
Have a great day.
You too.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks. Bye.